Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Broyans Farm.
This video is a recap of our 2023 farming season. From everybody here on Broyans Farm, including myself, we thank you for your support. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel.
We got a ton of snow last night. Well, a ton of snow in the sense that we haven't had any snow really all season. And this is like our first, I don't know, 3-4 inches. It's snowing quite rapidly just because the ground temperature is so warm.
In the greenhouse is where everything starts on our farm, and most of it is planted by seed.
So once I get my tray filled, I'll take my poker, start at about the best I can, and then make my holes. Just like that. One thing for sure is this is not my fastest job. Maybe it's because I don't do it enough. I don't know.
Once everything is planted into the trays, then it's months and months of babying and taking care of everything, making sure it's happy and healthy. Once everything is ready, then it's off to market to sell all of our vegetable plants, bedding plants, flowers, and herbs.
Dad's working on sunflowers. They've already got 2 trays, or 1 tray here. These ones over here need to go in a tray. So he's already got these ones cleaned, which is nice. I can just put them right in the holders. I gotta be careful though, I don't smush the leaves in between each one. So we're starting to load up the middle. We have a couple more things to put on our shelves, but not too many. So Mom just got here.
I'll get you pots, and then I'm gonna get sunflowers moved around.
We have JoJo, she's filling pots.
Hello.
Graham, she's working on spearmint.
I'm
Steph,
supervisor.
Yeah, Mom's supervising. Steph's working on
Eagle. She's the
impatience.
Yes, impatience.
And Daisy, she's just here for moral support.
He hasn't landed yet.
Yeah, Pap's not here yet. I'm gonna see if I can go find Dad. He's out planting oats. This is the seed we use. So here's Dad, working on finishing hopefully the last field. He might have one more, I don't know. You can tell this is already done. You can see the lines and his tire marks. And I can even see 1 or 2 seeds here on top of the ground. How it works is we put the oats in here, and you can see each tube where it's going down through. The seed comes down out of that tube right there, and then it falls into that groove.
Before we can plant veggies in the field, we can plant tomatoes in our high tunnel because we can manage the temperature and keep it just ideal for them to grow. At this point, the tomatoes are planted. We have them staked, and now we're tying them up for the first time.
Oh, this is cool. This really is cool. The ZO600 up in Vermont, I had a chip in it, and that thing would go. Let's put it this way: I was in a predicament where I had to go fast. I was going on a well, you might as well call it a lake. It was bigger than a pond, and had a beautiful track on it.
We just got down to the onion field. It's getting late in the day, so we figured we'd try and just get like 4 rows done, just so we have some in the ground. We're gonna start off with candy. And as you've seen them in the greenhouse, they're on a 512 seed tray. That's what it looks like right there.
Now we're moving into the process of cutting up potatoes to plant them in our field.
I'll open these bags up, and I actually don't have any open right now to show you, but I'll show you that in a little bit. I'll dump them in these crates, and this is where Sammy and Frank and I are cleaning these sprouts off. We don't want to plant these in the ground like this, and so we just go through real quick, clean them all off, put them in the basket, and that's where Graham and Pat are putting them on the conveyor to whatever size they need to be at. And they fall down in here to Dad, where if they're still a little bit too big, he'll go through and cut them down even smaller.
Once all the potatoes are cut, then we can move into planting the potatoes. If we don't get rain for a while on the farm, we need to get out our irrigation pipes and irrigate all of our crops. That way they don't die, or at least keep them from getting severely injured.
So, like I said before, this little beam here is where the water comes out. It comes through the pipe, up through this tube, and out through this little nozzle right here. And that's where the spring is operated basically by the pressure of the water. So, as the water comes out, it hits that, it keeps springing back and forth. So not only is it spraying way out there, but it's also misting with this other little bunch of water and getting everything that's close, and that's getting everything away from the plant. Now this pipe is kind of leaning a little bit. Nothing really I'm going to do about it right now.
Now we're laying plastic for all of our tomatoes and peppers and cantaloupe and watermelon. What this is doing is basically making a nice bed for everything to be planted into, and then the plastic keeps everything off the ground nice and clean. We can also use this drip tape, which you see coming off the roll right now, to irrigate underneath the ground, which is a lot better than the actual overhead irrigation because it saves a lot of water. But as you can see, we haven't had a lot of rain lately, so it's very dusty.
So then once we get done with the row, I have to cut the plastic. All right. And then I gotta cut the drip tape. This is what the berries are looking like. They're beautiful, they're just not big. Well, I don't know what's going on with that one. That looks a little funky. That's, right now, that is a really nice, good sized berry. This is what the typical plant looks like. You'll have one small to medium sized berry, a bunch of other ones that are still coming on, but I don't think they're gonna get much bigger. Like something like this, that's basically about as big as it's gonna get before it starts getting red now.
Dad and Sammy are now planting the pickles, cantaloupe, and watermelon into the plastic that we just laid.
Pickles, cukes, and zooks are in the ground. We planted 2 different batches of them. This is the first one, and then we'll plant the second one later in the season. Now we're moving on to cantaloupe, watermelon, and honeydew. Sammy has cantaloupe right now. And honeydew. Loading up the planter. We were in the process of running irrigation pipe through our peppers in the plastic and ran 2 pipes short. So we came down here with the Kubota, trying to haul a 30-foot pipe with about a 4-foot bed. So we have Frank in the back holding them. I'm driving. Ooh. But we have to be very careful we don't hit it off a telephone pole or something going anywhere around the farm.
Then we move into the harvest. First off is the garlic.
Medium size, yeah, that's kind of good. We like to have them all around the same size. Just makes it nicer. This one's probably gonna be smaller. I can see just by the stem. Well, actually, the whole top pulled right off of that. That was a nice one. Another nice one. We have several different types of sunflowers. We have ones with like dark yellow leaves and a black center. We have ones down there, which we're gonna get to, that have lighter yellow leaves and a dark center. And then we also have ones somewhere near here that have yellow leaves with a yellow center. And so they're just kind of mixed in throughout because Mom and Sammy, when they were planting, kind of got confused and just planted them all together.
Wow. I never would have dreamed it. Absolutely sweet as sugar, tender.
Frank, Mom, and Dad got dill picked. Just got the roots washed. They're nice and white. She's picking her bunch out for the market. Passing up quite a bit.
Yeah. Check one more. See, it's good for, got good color in that, but it's a little young.
Now moving on to kohlrabi. Just lay it down, I guess.
We did have our fair share of bad weather.
So we just had a major storm.
See the rainbow?
You can see the rainbow. It's one of the brightest I've ever seen. Oh my gosh, it's like a river out here. These poor strawberries. Wow. Well, luckily they're on raised beds, and hopefully the water, you know, isn't going to saturate them and kill them too bad. Luckily nobody lives here at the moment, but it's a pretty big tree. They're falling right on the middle of the house or trailer, whatever you want to call it. Now I think this is our final patch of sweet corn. I don't know exactly how many acres it is, but it's quite a bit. And this took it pretty hard just because it's young, but I'm pretty sure that because it's young, it's gonna stand back up again and hopefully turn out like it should. This is a lot more tender though, and you can see how much more it got affected by that hail. You was a wet pop. Dieter. Truck's loaded, we're gonna head out to the farm market. Or I'm gonna head out to the farm market. Sunflowers, kale, cauliflower, broccoli, kohlrabi, and some purple cauliflower. I just got everything out here to the market. There's the sunflowers right when you walk in the door. Over on this table we have our yellow beans, 1 quart of green beans, flat beans, red beets, pickles, broccoli. All that's ours, besides the peppers, which are not yet. Over here, we have potatoes, which are not ours. Neither are the sweet potatoes, but the Gouda, cucumbers, zucchini, tomatoes, that's all ours. This is our first sweet corn, kale, tomatoes are ours, blueberries are from the local blueberry farm, then our own cabbage, cauliflower. This is actually local cantaloupes now, but I don't think the watermelons are yet. Then over here we have the kohlrabi, eggplant, and then obviously none of this fruit is ours. Plums, which they look very good, peaches, bananas, oranges, limes. This is our garlic. And onions, we're just about to start picking. These are not ours, but ours are very close. I still have all this stuff to put out yet, but as you can see, we're pretty full, so I don't really know where I'm gonna put it yet. Out here in the green beans, Dad's just finishing up a basket. Said they're pretty loaded.
Yeah.
Frank's got about 3/4 of a basket. And Steph down there is working on yellow beans.
Okay. Everything worked out.
Yep.
Out.
Yeah, you can take that.
Why? It takes you doing the wheelie.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's
These are what we call banana hot peppers, or also known as Hungarian hot wax. When harvesting potatoes for the first time of the season, the skins are too tender to use our digger, so we have to do it by hand with just a fork and, well, manual labor.
Beautiful. Wow.
Wow.
Look at the size of that.
It's a monster.
It's a big one.
They stuck that one with the fork. So we've just about got a bin of yellow seedless. Now we're gonna move into honeydew. They're ready now. Dad's got a pile started up there. We tell these are ready by kind of like the yellow tint on their skin, and also they won't pop off at all. And when I say pop off, I mean the stem, if they're not somewhat ready. That's beautiful. Everybody's eating it. How is it, Frank?
Very good. You're not going to drop in your mouth with.
So we just got back to the shed here.
No.
We have 3/4 of a bin of cantaloupe, top off with some red seedless. And this one's almost all yellow seedless with a couple of red and honeydew on top. And this one is over full with cantaloupe with, again, more red seedless on top.
As time goes on, the skins harden on the potatoes, and then we can use our digger, which makes it go much, much faster.
There's the man, LB, right there.
So we just got done with the whites. They're beautiful.
Then it's into the fall season with pumpkins, gourds, ornamentals, and squash.
So we just got back, it's about 6 o'clock. We got a full bin, or actually 2 full bins of regular pumpkins. We have a bin of the white pumpkins, sugar pumpkins, and stackers.
This was one of our best seasons for red beets.
You don't even have to search and try and find big ones. They're just all right here. He does have to fight with the weeds a little bit. But other than that, I mean, it doesn't get much easier. Look at that. Oh my goodness.
Unbelievable. Never know what you're going to get.
Is that enough, you think?
Yeah, I think I got it.
We're probably pretty close.
Brussels sprouts did great as well.
God, these are hard. Usually you flip them.
Do you want me to do it?
Yeah, you're stronger. See? Look how easy that is for you. Because you're so strong.
I don't have quite the right knife. It's more like a machete. This is gonna be Sammy's job. So we'll see how she does. Hopefully she doesn't lose a finger. You can see all the red tomatoes. Sydney's in there picking right now. So she's already got 2 baskets. They look really nice. We ran out of boxes, so that's why she's using baskets. The fertilizing is definitely helping though. Nothing like they were before.
They look really good.
Yeah, solid red almost all the way through now. That's what I'm gonna call it a wrap for this video. As always, thank you guys for watching, and always remember it ain't much, but it's honest work.